Hello my babes and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. In today's video we are testing out all of the new Essence goodies. These are lit. I'm so excited. So these are all of the new products that Essence has come out with. We have some beautiful eyeshadow palettes, a face palette, as well as mascaras and some lippies. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Before we get started, I'm going to show you guys some swatches of these palettes just so that you can properly see. The first thing that we're going to test out today is the Essence Hydrating and Perfecting Primer. This has SPF 20 in it as well. I'm very fascinated by this whole like adding SPF to your primers. As you guys know, I'm really big into SPF, like sun protection. I use SPF 50 plus on my face every single day. Also, excuse my skin at the moment, it's freaking out. I got bitten by a mosquito over here and this whole situation is just not good. Okay, well this feels really like velvety. It's really smooth. It doesn't feel oily in any way. It's sunk into my skin really nice. I do actually just feel like adding a little bit more just over here in this area. And it doesn't, no, it does have a smell. It smells really, I don't know, it smells really fresh. I can feel the slightest bit of like tackiness to the skin, which is what I really like to feel from a primer because I feel like my foundation really sticks to it very well. But all in all, this is feeling really nice on the skin. I'm now just going to go ahead and add my foundation and let's see how this holds up. And the foundation that I use today is just my MAC Studio Fix Fluid. Just quickly went ahead and did my brows today. I used the Revlon Color Stay Brow Creator. Then I used my P. Louise base just to carve out the brows and then I set my face. So the two beautiful eyeshadow palettes that we're going to be using today is the Essence Epic Sunset Eyeshadow Palette, which looks like this. These colors are honestly unreal. And then the second palette that we have is the Crystal Power Eyeshadow Palette, and look at this. I just love the way that they've laid this out. I love the color selection of both of these eyeshadow palettes. I think they are just so beautiful. So the one thing that I didn't actually really realize or didn't really think about when I opened these palettes for the first time is that there aren't actually, if you're looking at both of these palettes, there aren't actually a lot of matte shades. There are majority just shimmers. So like in this palette, for example, the only mattes that there are, which is not a problem at all, I'm not complaining, I'm just saying, these three are all mattes, whereas everything else is a shimmer. And then in this beautiful palette over here, only matte that you have is this shade in the middle, but it's just something to keep in mind if you guys do want to get a hold of one of these palettes. So for my transition shade, I'm going to use this color over here, which is called Lightness of Day. So this is just a very nude color. I just wanted to add this into the crease just to give a little bit of dimension. It's not too dark, it's very, very subtle, especially on my skin tone. So you can see that doesn't really make much of a difference, but it just gives a little bit more to the look, like just defines that area over here a little bit more. I normally never set my whole face, including like the concealer area, but I really wanted to go for like a very smoked out effect over here. So that's why I set my face before I have done my eyeshadow. I normally never ever do this. And now underneath that, I'm going to add this shade over here, which is called In the Clouds. And this shade is like a dusty kind of purple shade. Wow, these two colors go together so beautifully. I really like this color. I'm now dipping back into that first shade we used, Lightness of Day, and I'm just gonna blend these softly together. Next, I'm using Darkness of Night, and I'm just adding this shade to more of the outer corner over here. And then I'm blending all of that nicely in together using the shade we used before, this one, which is called In the Clouds. So I just quickly cut the crease, and now I'm using the shade called Pink Skies, which is this beautiful pink over here. The second I opened up this palette, I was like, I have to try this shade. I'm just going to focus this color towards the top of the cut crease, like where the cut crease starts, because I want to add another shade underneath this one. I really wanted to use this on the whole lid, but I want to do something a little bit crazy, and I want to try out as many shades as I possibly can. So that is why I'm just sticking to right at the top over here. And the fallout of these eyeshadow palettes really hasn't been bad at all. I did add like a little bit more translucent powder over here than I normally do, so I can just easily brush any fallout away. But I haven't actually found that there's been too much fallout, which is really good. I'm really chuffed with this color payoff. It's so bright and really vibrant, which is what I was really hoping for. I mean, you can really tell by the swatches that these are beautiful, beautiful shimmers, but this is really standing out so well on my eyelid. So I now just cut the crease again underneath that pink shade, and I'm going ahead with this color called Succulent over here, which is this beautiful like green blue shade. And this palette is so perfect for a mirror. I've been looking into this as a mirror the whole time. And then I'm packing on more of that color just with a flat brush now. Love this shade. I feel like I should have maybe done this the other way around, like maybe put this color where the pink is and put the pink where this color is, but it's too late to do that now. And again, there's really like literally, I know I'm tapping my brush, but there's really no fallout here. As if this look isn't enough color already, I now feel like going in with this palette over here, and I'm going to use this beautiful green shade, which is called Good Vibes Only. And I feel like adding this one just to the front, just to add a little bit of a different color and a bit more of like a gradient. It just makes the look a little bit more interesting. Just to have this green over here. I should have probably added this before I added the blue, but let's roll with it. I'm dipping into In the Clouds again, just so that we can blend everything together over here. And I'm now going to add a coat of the Essence What the Fake mascara. This stuff is really, really good. I tried it out for the first time this morning and it held up so well. I had absolutely no fallout. I've only used it for a day though. It coats the lashes so nicely and it does exactly what it says. And it says it's volumizing and lengthening. It's not clumpy at all, which is what I really like. So just so that you guys can see, this is obviously without mascara and this is with the mascara. I just went ahead and added some lashes. Today I used Eyelash Boutique lashes, and then I just went ahead and did my bronzer. Now we need to do the lower lash line, and I'm using this beautiful palette again. I think this is my favorite palette. This shade over here, which is called Love Yourself, and it looks like this. Okay, so this does have quite a bit of fallout, but then again, it's also the brush I'm using, and I mean, this is a shimmer that I'm putting onto my lower lash line. I normally never use a shimmer for the lower lash line, but this looks really beautiful. I like this color. It's almost like a pink peach, like champagne color. And then same palette, I'm using the color Believe in Miracles, which is this like white shimmery champagne-y silvery shade. Wow, I'm very good with my descriptions. I'm just adding this with a really small little brush. Ooh, that's poppin'. I love this. And I'm just going to take this in a little bit further down as well because this is beautiful. I'm going to add the same shade as a little bit of a brow bone highlighter. So I think this is the part that I'm actually most excited about. So this is the Crystal Power Blush and Highlighter palette, which looks like this. Now these shades are ridiculous. These are incredible. I mean, what is not incredible about this whole collection? But anyway, so I think today I'm going to go ahead with this over here, which is called Glowing Energy. It's just a bit more like champagne and a bit more on the gold side. I feel like it's going to tie in with everything really nicely. So I'm just going to circle my little brush in there. And let's see how this goes. Yes, we're here for it. Guys, my eyes are watering so much. I don't know if you can see. It's so bad. This lash is about to pop off real quick. But anyway, I'm going to try my best. My eyes and my nose are just like watering so badly. But wow, guys. Okay, so pretty. Wow. Gonna add a little bit to the tip of the nose as well, and I'm now just dipping into this white one, which is called Shine Bright, I'm just gonna add this on top just to kind of see what it does. Oh my gosh, wow. Okay, y'all, that's hectic. I'm gonna add the white shade to this Cupid's bow as well. Okay, you know what? Let's just do it. I'm gonna dip into this Shine Bright as well. Guys, why not? You only live once, okay? Let's go in with the highlighter. So this is adding that shade on top. Yo. This is so extra, and I'm so here for it. Some highlighters that you put on feel, I don't know, either too powdery or like too buttery, but buttery in a bad way. This doesn't feel like that at all. It feels like really lightweight. This feels really nice and natural on the skin. I'm now adding this beautiful little blush which is called Befitting. It's the number 10. It's so pretty. I almost don't want to like dip into it. I really love their blushes. I've got tons and tons of their blushes and I use them so often. And they're not like too hectic. They're just the right amount of blush that you need. Look at that. It just, oh, blush makes such a difference. Wow, man. Such a beautiful color as well. It's like not too pink or not too red either. It's almost a little bit on the purple side, I would say. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my god, I love that. And then last but definitely not least, we have these beautiful lippies. I really love this one over here. You can see the color is just so stunning. But today I really feel like using this one. This is the Crystal Power lipstick. Oh, what? It says it's color changing. Okay, I legit did not know that this was color changing. Let's see. Oh my god, guys. What? What? And it's a beautiful color. It ties in perfectly with the look. It was meant to be. Okay, I'm literally throwing this straight into my handbag. This is bomb. I can't get enough of it. And it's like the perfect amount of glossy. It doesn't feel sticky at all. It's like a lip balm. It doesn't smell like much. Wow. My gosh. And that sadly brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm so shook by these products. I think what I'm really shook about is the amount of colors and how beautifully they've put together the like selection of colors. Just the actual like quality of the way they've done this. I just love it. It feels like luxury. It feels beautiful. So most of these palettes are shimmers, which is nothing wrong with that. I think if you buy yourself any one of these palettes, you have a bomb collection of shimmers for every day, for whatever look you need. But I think in terms of the eyeshadow palettes, I don't know, I would probably, if I were to buy just one of these eyeshadow palettes between these two, I would probably go with this one. And that's because I love the way it's been set out, and I think the color combos are just so beautiful. But with that being said, I would probably buy this whole palette just for that shade, and like these transition shades are so beautiful, and I always love their eyeshadows. This is something you have to get and you need to get because wow. It says it is color changing. I would rather label it as life changing. And this blush is honestly so beautiful. It's so perfect. Like I said, almost purple tinge to it. I mean, it's obviously still pink, but it has a little bit of purple, which kind of looks a bit more natural on someone's skin tone like me. That mascara is absolutely stunning. Like I said, I've worn it the whole day. It didn't do anything, no fallout, nothing, and I have a very long day. So that's also really good. And this primer, if I look very closely at my skin right now, that's why I did my foundation very early on, so I could see how this would sit. I mean, this has been sitting on my face for quite a while now. This video's taken quite a long time with doing this whole cut crease thing that we did over here. So my foundation is looking really nice. Like, this might be, from what I'm seeing right now, one of the best primers I own. I love my Smashbox primers. For me, those are like the ones. But this is really good from what I'm seeing right now, and like I said, this has been on my face for quite a while. Congratulations to Essence for coming out with these beautiful products. I am so shook and I'm so thankful that I got gifted these, so thank you so much to Cosmetics SA. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and as always, please give this a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.